Okay, guys, welcome back. This is Rene,
And I'm Len.
and today we're gonna be talking about gutters, right?
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay,
Gutters can be a really beautiful design element to your home,
design. Yeah.
right? But also, people ask me all the time, hey man, does my house need gutters or does every house need gutters? I would say not necessarily, but in most cases, yes, you need gutters to divert the water away from your home.
When all that rainwater is just jumping out of the roof, hit the ground, splash on your siding. Sometimes they like kind of throw dirt in your siding, or issues like kind of make your siding dried out faster, like deteriorated, like really bad.
Oh, exactly. So not only can it ruin your siding, but not only that, if you've got a full basement and no gutters, right, or you have undersized gutters and that water's blowing by your gutter and hitting your foundation, you'll find that your basement will flood pretty quickly if you don't have an adequate gutter system installed on your home.
Yeah, or your crawl space is gonna be full of mold, like really bad.
Right. Well, full of water first. I guess first comes the water, then comes the mold, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now, a gutter's expensive?
Not at all. We have, very fair prices because we do gutters. We have our own gutter division.
Exactly. Now, say somebody calls us up, you go out, you measure up for gutters. Right now, what do? They go to Home Depot and buy, like, how do we do the gutters?
Oh, no. We have our own gutter machine. We bring our coils and we
Custom make gutters to fit the customer's house?
Yes, sir.
Get out of town.
We do a custom gutters. It can be in a 5 and a 6 inches, but we don't really like to use 5 inches. 6 inches, they carry like 35% more of water.
35? You mean 40% more water?
Yeah, something like that.
Lord, I'd rather you shortchange the customer 5%.
Yeah, 40% more of water.
Yeah.
And why to do 5 inches when you can do 6 inches for basically the same price?
The seamless aluminum 6-inch gutters carry 40% more water. It's going to help to prevent blow by. So when your roof is at pitch and the water's coming down, it's not blowing over your gutters, but it's being caught by your gutters and it's ending up in your gutter system. Super important to have the right size gutters properly installed on your home.
Exactly. And if you are one of those homeowners, the one, don't really want to have a company, the one is going to come and do the maintenance on your gutter system, we recommend to install the covers as well, so you gotta not get full of leaves every fall.
Yep, exactly. So there's a variety of gutter cover systems too. I was going to talk about the hanger system, but since you mentioned the cover system, I will go there now. But you can put screens on your gutters, right?
Yeah, it's
like the micro mesh.
Yeah,
I kind of like the micro mesh. Well, hey, what don't you like about the micro mesh screens?
I don't like to have screens because sometimes they trap so much debris on top of the screen.
Right.
What I like to install, that's 100% I recommend. The solid aluminum cover.
A solid gutter helmet. The water, it works on static pressure. So when that whole helmet gets wet, the water rolls around the nose and into your gutter, right?
Exactly. Or that is the elite flow, but also we have the extreme flow for, when it's a pitcher roof, when it's steep roof, it's a extreme flow where, it have like a diamond holes. The one is going to drive most of the water in. And because when the roof is too steep and you install a solid cover, sometimes if we have like an extremely heavy rain, water is just gonna.
You will get a lot of blowback.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no question.
But we are professionals. We're gonna recommend you exactly what you need.
Yeah, every house is a little different.
Yeah,
so
every single one.
When Renee or Phil or Orlando or one of the guys come out, they'll answer. They will recommend the best fit for you as far as the gutter system goes. If you have a lot of trees around your home, you've got a huge, very steep roof. At the end of the day, you really want to consider gutter covers because your gutters are going to be constantly full of leaves during the fall.
Yep.
And that's not a good thing.
Yep. And especially you as an owner, you don't want to be like climbing on your roof every 3 months to clean the gutters.
Well, not only that, it couldn't be any more dangerous. I see this all the time. Middle-aged guys, they got their ladder out. They got their backpack blower on their shoulder, which that's a death ride right off the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is be standing on a ladder, and I've seen this. Guys pull the trigger on their blower, and they get blown off the ladder, and they're laying in the front yard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not really a laughing matter.
It's dangerous.
But
it's really dangerous.
Yeah, cleaning your gutters could be very dangerous. I mean, you could fall off
It can kill you.
yeah, you could fall off a step ladder, only be off the ground like 4 or 5 feet and kill yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Now you're 15, 20 feet off the ground. It gets much more dangerous. It becomes much more of a serious situation when, at the end of the day, truly either have a gutter cover or have a roof maintenance program through a program like we have, which is very inexpensive. Then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and all the time when it's about maintenance, I recommend everybody, like every single homeowner, to hire a roofing company, because roofers, we know how to walk on roofs. We don't want to create any damage. Yeah. Sometimes when they hire a gutter company, when they install the gutters, sometimes they come and put the ladders and install the gutters all the way around. But guess what? When they come back to clean the gutters, they get on the roof, they walk on the entire roof, hanging with the rod, and they create sometimes more damage than fix your issues.
So if I get your point, if you're gonna hire someone to clean your gutters, call a roofing company. You're gonna hire somebody to install covers or screens or whatever it is, hire a roofing company. Because roofing companies that do gutters like we do, we are gutter specialists. We are roofing specialists. But those two things go together, right? Exactly. So once you separate the two and you hire a company that only does gutters and they don't know anything about roofing, you could run into trouble, right? I mean, they can damage your shingle. They can void your shingle warranty. They just don't know how to approach your roof the way a roofing company does, right?
And I've been seeing a lot of times where, when they install the gutters, how they cut those gutters an angle when they go to a dead valley.
Yep.
They kind of slide the gutter all the way to the shingles and they stick the gutter all the way through the roof there. I've been seeing that a lot of times.
Well, that's their shortcut. Unfortunately, it's not a very good shortcut.
Yeah.
So truly, at the end of the day, if you're looking for gutters, give us a call, 678-424-1919. Or just go to AdamsonRoofingCompany.com. You can fill out one of our forms that's on our website, right? You can see here, name, address, what your issue is. And we'll send out one of our managers to take a look. They will give you a quote on the spot as to what it will take to remove and replace your gutters. But hey, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Because we're going to be here for you guys every week.
Every week.
Right. So, so that really does help us, But at the end of the day, I'm Len.
And I'm Rene.
And we are Adamson Roofing Company. Thanks for watching.